Hey, welcome back to the podcast. We're doing episode 7, and it's been a while since we last recorded one, actually. I think the last one we recorded was the beginning of February. Yeah. So we had almost an entire year. We're closer to the next February than we were to the last February.
Temperature's much different, though.
Temperature's way different. Don't even get me started. All right. We should probably introduce ourselves. So on the podcast, we got Nick.
Francis.
Maria.
And for those of you who don't know, which you probably don't, Maria is our graphic designer. She did our logo. She does a lot of extra set bits and everything that we need. And I think by the time this comes out, she'll probably have acted
by the
a
what?
bit. Sorry?
What'd you say, by the what?
I said by the time this comes out, she'll probably have acted a bit in some of our stuff. So maybe people will recognize her.
How do you feel about acting?
How do you feel about acting?
Nervous.
Nervous. Well, there's no cameras here, so it's all, don't worry about it. You're
cool.
Good to go. And so, it's been a while since we did anything. And you'd think we'd have a lot of news to talk about, but I can think of 4 things that happened in almost a year.
Okay, we'll start with the first one.
First of all, it's hot.
It's hot as shit.
Way too hot. We're recording this at the end of September, the 27th of September. That's when we're recording this. It's hotter than it's been all summer. All summer.
Like every day of the summer, every temperature combined.
All together, it's just like all of it. And
the forecast is a tornado tonight, and
it's not a tornado.
Hail.
It's a hailstorm.
MTL blog.
MTL blog says give me a tornado.
L2. Cars are gonna flip over. Shingles are gonna go all over the place.
There's gonna be dead bodies strung up to the roof. People will revolt. The zombies are gonna attack. No. MTL blog predicted it all. They were finally right about something. Good job.
I'm just saying, there's a cold front coming in. It's been.
That doesn't mean a tornado.
Yes.
No.
Science. No.
Anyway, cold front's coming in.
All jokes aside,
it's gonna smash with my warm front.
I truly hope that
if you know what I mean.
There is a thunderstorm tonight, because this heat has got to go.
It's I'm done. I'm finished.
Like every September for the past 2 years that I've been at university, it's been super hot, and this year started off cold, right? Yeah. And so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, this is great. I can sleep. And then this heat wave just comes along, and I'm like, oh my god.
I know, it was brutal.
It's the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan, but it's okay because we're gonna get a tornado hailstorm with meteors and sharks in there, probably like a little sharknado going around. Which we already got one of those in NDG. So anybody from Montreal might be familiar with the microburst that we got. Destroyed Gerard Park, just destroyed it. Like trees were huge trees too, not small ones, not just enormous trees were just fucking broken down. Children screaming, running for their lives. And I think the park was closed down for 2 or 3 weeks. You weren't allowed in.
Are there still a lot of trees hanging out on the ground? Because last time I checked, it was still...
No, they cleaned it up. But now they just have straight trunks sticking out of the ground at 8 feet tall. And just get rid of them. Get rid of the whole thing. Why is it still there? It's not going to grow back.
I wasn't in the city when that happened, but I saw it on the news. And when I saw it on the news, I thought to myself, oh my god, my car. Then I realized, wait a minute, I'm not even there. So it was one of those moments where I felt a bit stupid, but I hope the people of NDG stuck together.
Yeah, apparently people took it pretty hard.
Well, it is a tornado, a microburst?
It's a microburst, yeah.
It's a small tornado.
What is a microburst, though? Is it just a small tornado? Because it's got to be formed in water. It's got to be formed in water, a tornado, right?
Something like that.
So where's the water? We're in the middle of suburban Montreal. Where did the water come to form a microburst?
I don't know.
What? No. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. I'm gonna look up what is a microburst.
I don't exactly know how
I'm gonna find out right now. You talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna figure it out. Hold on.
Do you know how a microburst happens?
I don't even know what that means.
She lives in the West Island where nothing bad happens to anyone ever.
Except that flood that one time.
One flood. Do you think nature's just had it with Montreal?
Definitely.
I think it's had it with the world right about now. Just saying.
It's time to get rid of it. The illustration for a microburst looks like a cloud blowing down. It just looks like a cloud blowing downwards.
That's an MTL blog picture right
looks
there.
like the end.
No, it's Wikipedia. It is the end, eh? That's exactly what happened.
That's it.
Why is it happening at an airport, too? Okay. Small downdraft that moves in a way opposite to a tornado. So not a tornado. So instead of...
Disappointment.
It's just a high gust of wind. Let's just say that. And
there are wet microbursts and dry microbursts. I guess we got the dry one. I guess.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm not a meteorologist. I'm trying to make sense of why the world wants Montreal to sink into the river.
Wait till 7 p.m. tonight. This is when we get...
Yeah, we're going to be goodbye. Later.
That's it.
We're out here.
This is the last podcast.
I'm scared. My car's going to flip over.
Are you happy that you're on the last podcast ever?
Oh, I'm so sad. This is
podcast
it.
7.
This
is the one. You're like,
this is the one.
So nervous about it, and you'll never have to do it again because we'll all be dead.
Nice.
You saw that's funny because I was watching a video. Going through videos yesterday on Facebook.
Yeah.
And at some point, it was like 1 in the morning. I'm doing homework and multitasking, and then at some point, there's this video that says how the universe will end and when. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, do I want to do this to myself tonight? Do I want to, like, do I really? And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Like, I'm not doing homework. I'm going to bed. This is it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
This is the point I reach. I'm like, I don't need to know when the universe ends. At least
good.
not today.
It was 27th of September, by the way, 7 p.m. Earth's just gonna split in half.
You know, if that brings some chill in my apartment, that's.
Oh, you're all about it. You're like, if the
Oh,
world's
yeah.
got to end for me to be normal temperature, I'm there. I'm all about it.
Oh yeah, I can't do it.
How hot? It's hotter in the city, probably, than it is in like West Island, like the country. You have all the buildings, and you have like all the humidity, like
more
trapped in.
people and
More
yeah,
people, all that body
The
heat.
metro was just no. No.
Never.
You're just standing and you just feel everyone's like heat and body heat.
Oh,
You're like, whoa. Like you breathe
Gross.
people's sweat and you're like, nice,
No, that's so disgusting.
great. Ugh.
So, aside from breathing people's sweat and just generally fun stuff, there's one thing I want to talk about, and there's one bonus to having you on the podcast now, is that we've all seen it.
Oh,
All
yeah.
seen Stephen King's It. By the time this comes out, it's not gonna matter. We can talk about this. I think it's not.
Let's just give all the spoilers.
Did you
I mean,
guys
it's not a
find
spoiler.
it scary or funny?
I found it not. I found it like Stranger Things the movie.
Right?
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
This guy, Francis, has never watched Stranger Things.
Oh, it's really similar to it.
It's the same
Well,
formula.
I figured
Yeah.
it's a whole bunch of kids and they're running after shit, and I don't know.
Ah, yes. The classic formula. Get kids, make them run after something.
I thought it was just too much at some point. It's
What do
too
you
much
mean?
of like the horror elements.
What?
I don't
What are
know.
you talking about?
It's like they're trying too much. Like you were saying, it's kind of like the Goonies,
It is.
where it's like
exactly like
it's
that.
kind of a comedy with horror elements in it.
Yeah.
But I found that there were too many horror elements. Like they tried to make it too much like a horror film, and
That's
it's too much.
true. That's true. When the clown
Thank you.
started dancing,
The
I was like,
spoilers,
I'm
by the
done.
way.
This is it.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
made you spoilers,
Yeah.
by the way.
Spoilers.
By
yeah.
the way, I don't know if that's a spoiler. The clown dances in that movie. His name is Pennywise the Dancing Clown. He does dance.
Yeah. No, I was laughing like most of the movie, honestly.
Oh man, Frank would have hated you. In the movie theater, people would like laugh at a scene. Frank would just be like, "Shut up! Oh, shut up!"
Oh
I was
my
so
God.
mad.
They laugh at the stupidest shit.
I was
like
so
the
mad.
same joke that happens 4 times. People are like, "Oh my god, that's so funny," and I'm like,
No
Yeah,
one
no, I
said,
wasn't
"Oh my god, that's
obnoxious
so
about
funny."
it.
Yeah,
I was just
people
like,
were
oh, that's
obnoxious.
funny. But
At
that's
some point, there's like a
No one
scary.
says that. No one
This-
says, "Oh, it's so funny."
no,
They just
but like,
laughed, and then Frank
like
was
in
just
my
like,
head,
Like yeah,
Like,
I
it's like,
just,
wait,
you just
I
kept it to
appreciate
myself, you know,
Exactly.
not like ha ha ha. Like,
Yeah, one
Yeah.
person when we were there, it was a suspenseful moment. Some guy just starts cracking up laughing.
Oh, Christ.
Did you hear that? He's
"No,
like,
I don't." Well, what moment are
like,
you talking about? Like,
he's going crazy, like exactly like that, like a clown. I'm like,
Which part though of the movie that
yeah,
matters?
the
part-
suspenseful moment.
The,
Stephen King's It.
I don't know.
Okay.
It was one of the parts with the balloon. It happens like 55 times. I don't
What's the
remember.
suspenseful moment? The one with the
That's-
balloon.
see-
The one with the balloon and the clown in it at the same time. Fucking
That's
what?
like the
But
whole
you see,
movie.
that's the problem with the movie. It's the
The
same
credits.
thing over and over and over again.
It
just
was
with
overdone.
different kids.
Yeah.
That's
Just
my
like different
point.
kids. My favorite part of the movie is that like stuff happens to a couple of the kids right in the beginning. Like some weird illusions start happening to the kids. And they just don't say anything about it.
Yeah.
They're like, this is normal, this is fair. And then like 30 minutes afterwards, like, you know what? Something did happen. A little headless boy burnt to death did chase me through a library. And they're just like, like now it's all fitting together somehow.
Well, now that you've mentioned
Now
it,
that you brought it up, I thought I was having a schizophrenic breakdown.
That's so true.
I gotta say now, my favorite part of the post movie is all the it memes. I like all the
Oh,
memes that are
yes,
coming up. I
yes.
sent you every single meme that I get. I've sent him every single meme that I get about it.
Oh my god.
I have like 2 or 3. I've got a little stash.
Nick
little
has
stash
enjoyed
memes.
this movie just a little bit way too much.
I like the
That's-
adventure. I like it.
I just
It's
found
good.
it funny. Like that's. I thought some people were like, "Oh, the clown's creepy," whatever.
creepy.
I
I'm
thought
like,
The Sandlot was kind of just as scary.
The Sandlot?
Yeah.
How does that even compare? I thought...
you know what was creepy? I found that
I like Star Wars.
girl.
Oh, you know what else is a good Star Wars? You know what else is a good
What?
sci-fi movie? Oh, Lord of the Rings. Great. Just because it takes place on another planet. You're just like, wow.
I found the girl's dad creepy.
But
I was
yeah.
like,
Well, because
no.
that's like legitimate.
I was
creepy.
legitimately uncomfortable. I was like,
Yeah.
what happened? What is this?
I think I'd be more scared of like running into a pedophile than I would be of a clown in the sewer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they're the same
Do you
thing.
think they're the same guy? You think Pennywise and the dad are like the same guy? You never see them in the same place twice. Together, sorry. What? The same place twice?
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Or speculating, get some theories going on.
By the way, the clown dies in the end. Okay.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We don't know
no,
that for
it's
sure.
chapter 1. Chapter 1.
chapter one.
That's
so
true,
who
that's
knows?
true. There will be, well, there should be a second movie.
Isn't the second one the Dark Tower?
I don't know, Nick.
Alright,
You
we
know.
don't-
Well,
You
because
know-
the Dark
How do
Tower
you
is
know
another
that?
Stephen King movie
Oh,
that's coming out with
okay.
Idris Elba, right?
Oh, right, that's true. It might be. I don't know.
Am I wrong in this?
I'll just go see it in the theaters and then we'll figure it
And
out.
then
when it
you'll
happens.
every 2 minutes you'll lean over and be like, "This is bullshit."
Okay, I leaned over 3 times.
No, you did not. You did not. It was not 3 times. It was enough to the point where I was just like, I can't believe this. I can't believe what is happening. You're complaining about people yelling and talking during the movie, and every 2 minutes you lean over to tell me about it. I'm like, God, stop. It's time to stop.
My God, which movie theater did you go to?
To what
That
was it,
matters.
Cineplex
Captain
downtown.
Latte.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's
Why?
like
How does it matter?
always under
Just,
construction.
I don't know, like the area. I don't know. People laugh more. I have no idea.
You think people are funnier? Like they have less
Okay,
of a
you're
sense
just
of humor
making
than
an
the West Side.
assumption.
You're just.
I see
guess
how
I
it
don't
is.
know.
Okay, show me the numbers. I'm just like,
Because the time I watched it, people were pretty quiet. That's why I'm like.
I wish that would have been the case for us.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked the whole like the movie theater like laughing together, and I'm like, oh look,
No, but
everyone's
if it
getting
was a
along.
cult
It's good.
classic, I don't know.
You think it's different because of the movie?
Yeah. Like, I understand the whole horror and how that gets to people, but it
So-
just seemed like everything was over-exaggerated.
So let me ask.
Like, when you've seen the balloon 5 times and you see it appear
No, that's
again,
it.
and your people are still going, oh!
Oh my
Like,
God.
because you know the main guy's gonna show up, and
Yeah,
you're like.
exactly, we know it, you don't
And
need
it's
to
not
react.
a mystery. It's not a mystery.
Exactly.
So
Just
let me say this. You said it depends on the movie. So if we watch the original Stephen King's It the movie, it would be acceptable.
Who's watched it?
I haven't.
I didn't watch the original one.
Me neither.
We should watch it. I have it right here, though.
We should actually.
Oh,
we should absolutely.
okay.
You said it was like a TV show or something.
Yeah,
What
well,
were you
the
saying?
way it's set up is that it's kind of like, well, yeah, a TV show.
Apparently, it's the first movie wasn't that great.
Who cares? It's the original one. You gotta see it anyway.
I mean, I feel like I'm more comfortable. Apparently, all right, okay, all right. I see. Let's see how it is. Probably should watch it though at some point. I just really want to watch Dark Tower.
I think I was thinking about, especially in October, because I have a few horror movies that I bought last year that I still haven't watched.
On VHS. Do you still buy movies?
Oh yeah,
Everything relevant is going to be on Netflix. Everything you want to see is going to be.
yeah,
That's
but then they
true.
come and go.
Yeah, but like
And
years
then
at a time.
let's say you're in a place with no internet, like a cabin in the woods.
Why?
And then,
Boo! Boo!
no, but I don't know. There's just something about
Cabin in the
owning the
woods.
movie itself. It's like there are things that you'll never find online that you can buy.
Yeah,
What
it's
if
like when
your
you want to
place
watch a
burns
movie.
down? What happens then?
When it burns down, and then it's just like
just
and
went
that
dark.
would, that would be a
Wait,
nightmare on
wait.
Elm Street. Oh, look, I can do it too, asshole.
Maria just looks at me like, with wide-eyed, like, yeah, she's got all that confidence. She's gonna burn my place down.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
what if your place burns?
Huh?
What if your place burns down? Real nice place you got here. Awfully flammable cabinets.
I don't know. Shit happens, people.
First and last
Shit
podcast for
happens.
Maria.
First long podcast for us. We're gonna be trapped in here.
I'm gonna hide my movies now.
One
If
thing.
I hadn't considered if my place burns down, but that's just the risk I have to take. Then again, if my place burns down, my laptop and TV go with it, so no Netflix.
Yeah, and then he'll be clutching his laptop and TV as he burns with them.
But the internet won't.
The internet will be here forever.
Exactly.
You're good to go. Can I talk about something I don't
Yeah.
like about Netflix?
What?
I want to talk about Netflix for a second.
Oh man.
I just got into 2 different TV shows. I just got into Boondocks, and I started rewatching Scrubs, and they were taken off like 3 days after I started watching them.
Oh.
And I hate that because like now I gotta go online, I gotta find them, and it's like I just
If you
I
had
hate
the
it.
seasons, you wouldn't have to do that now, would you?
Yeah, but they're there. They're there. Can I not choose to like buy them from Netflix? Why not?
I'm just saying, there's something.
Or, like,
I
rent?
guess it's the film student in me that just likes to buy the movies. I don't know what it is.
You like to have the physical copy in your hands,
Yes,
taking
it's
up
nice.
all that
It's like-
space. You can put pictures of your family on that
What-
shelf, and instead you have DVDs.
When people are like,
Wow.
"Oh, we gotta find this online," I'm like, "Never mind, I have it."
Yeah, but then it's
No?
but like,
Maria's just like not having it. She's like, "No."
Rhea, do you watch DVDs or do you watch Netflix?
Netflix.
Netflix. Point 1 for Netflix. I watch Netflix more than DVDs. Point 2 for Netflix. Do you even watch the DVDs that you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. How often? In comparison,
not every day.
Comparison
I
to like
watch it-
Netflix.
What are you trying to do to me?
I'm just trying to see, do you watch your DVDs more or do you watch Netflix more?
I watch my DVDs more than
You
I
do not. That is such a lie.
You have both?
No, I don't have Netflix.
Oh,
Okay.
well
Okay,
then,
okay,
why
well,
would you
shit.
like...
Well, I mean, my girlfriend has Netflix. my
Oh,
brother has
okay. You can't... Oh, my God. I'm saying, given the option of watching Netflix or going through all your DVDs to find a movie, what would you rather have?
It's easier to go on Netflix, but there's something that I appreciate
Easier.
much more on the DVD. Like,
What is it, the graphics? What is
Yeah,
it?
look, there could be books on there, man. And no, just DVDs all day.
there are books.
There's like 3. There's like filmmakers' history, like all this stuff. You could have so many more. You could have 2 more games of crib on there. 'Cause you got a game of crib on a shelf. 3 decks of cards.
Look, a lot of the movies that are there aren't on Netflix, and when they were only there for a short period of time.
That's what bugs me.
Exactly, that
Oh,
bugs you.
still
It doesn't
the
have to bug me because I own the movie.
Yeah, but like, why can't I buy the movie off Netflix? I'm saying it can be improved. I'm saying it's better.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it could be improved.
Support the artist. Just buy the DVD.
It gets supported when it goes on Netflix. You think they just take? Okay, you're telling me that Netflix just, without the artist's permission, just takes their production or their film or show or whatever and just puts it on?
I'm not saying without their permission, but sometimes they do things without the artist's permission, and you can ask Zevi to learn that.
I'm not gonna ask him to do that. I think we all know I'm not gonna go through the effort. Do they get compensated?
Well, they must. They must. I don't know how it goes with Netflix, but there was a thing with Zevi Dalan where his film Mummy was edited by Netflix without his consent, and he had it taken off. So I'd rather just buy the movie and not risk that kind of stuff to happen.
The original one or the one with? Why am I thinking of the one
Mommy,
with Tom Cruise?
not Mommy.
Oh,
not with what is it, Brandon Fraser?
No, I'm thinking of the Mummy.
No, not the Mummy. I said Mommy, not the Mummy.
Oh, I was thinking of like Mummy, the one with Tom Cruise.
I said Zevi Dalan. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, look, I didn't read the filmmaker's history, all right? Like, I don't know. None of these. Look, I watch clowns, all right? That's what I do with my movies. I'm like, is there a clown in it? Yes, good movie. No clown, bad movie. That's my judge system. That's my judgment system. A lot of my ratings on Netflix are 0 stars or 5 stars. There's no in between.
Speaking of ratings, can we please talk about like the thumbs up, thumbs down kind of?
Yes.
My God, I am triggered by that shit. I can't. Okay, why? Why Netflix?
Or
why?
it's like we thought this would be an 89% match for you, and
No,
it's just
what
like,
is that? What does that mean? Okay,
Yeah.
80 match of what? My personality? Like
yeah,
what?
exactly. It's just like.
What do you know about me, Netflix? What is this?
What do you know about me? I can just imagine, like the NSA, like the Canadian equivalent of the NSA, is like trying to get info through Netflix. Like, I just recommend her say yes to the dress, 100% match. You'll love it. I don't know. It's like the people at Netflix are
I thought
panicking.
they take what you usually watch and make the recommendation.
Because like,
Yeah,
you
but
feel
they
bad
match
summing it down, like because like with the stars, it's like at least you could put 3 stars or 4. But now it's like, oh, it's bad or good. But like, there's nothing out there that's just like bad or good. There's middle. There's gray area, man. Like, what is this?
I hate that so much because for the longest time I confused the percentage of like match with the rating.
Yeah.
So like a really bad horror movie, I'd see it and it'd be like 89%. Must be pretty good. I'd watch like 20 minutes of it. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Right? No.
There's so many bad horror movies on Netflix.
So you guys are complaining about what Netflix is doing?
Yeah.
Like the
How
thumbs
weird
up.
is
I'm
that?
saying,
How
hey,
weird is that?
you can judge something for its flaws, but that doesn't mean that it's not great.
Exactly.
So how about
Great.
that, Francis? A little slice of wisdom there. Have a piece. Have a slice.
Like a real pizza cooker, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't get me started. She still brings that up, how I dropped
man,
the pizza in the sink.
I can't. That's a meme, like forever.
Forever. It's just a little ingrained meme.
I went back last week and just to look at that. And then
I got a bone to pick with you. All right, go on. I'll talk about it after this.
well, no, I'll let you say it because I was going to talk about it, but you go first.
You went at like 1 a.m. and tagged me in over 50 stupid pictures. Some of which I'm like, that's kind of relevant. Other ones made no sense. Other ones were just nothing.
I was just going down my feed and like tagging you in everything I could find.
I was like, oh, Francis tagged me in something. That's weird. Oh, Francis tagged me. Oh, he's doing this to piss me off. It's 1 a.m.
Oh my
It's
God.
after midnight you're doing this. What? You have nothing to do. You're just like, I guess I'll just bug Nick in my spare time.
There's just
Ran out
something
of all
about-
my DVDs to
But
watch.
you know what? I woke up the next morning and I trolled you, but I was trolled on my troll
Go
Because
on.
one of my friends reacted to every single thing.
Oh
I tagged
my
you, and I'm
God.
like, are you serious? And then Nick, incidentally, only liked one picture.
I gave it a heart.
He gave it a heart. It's
Yeah.
the one that says "Tag your queen."
Yeah, tag your queen. As I gave it a heart.
Amazing.
I'm proud. I'm happy to be your queen forever and always, babe.
Aw.
Yeah.
Having all those profound regrets now. So you tagged me in a bunch of stuff on Facebook, which Facebook also. Boy, we're on a complaining rant today, but like Facebook did something to me that I hated for the first time in a really long time.
Personally.
You and I went, personally. You and I went to Starbucks.
Yes.
You tagged me in a picture.
Yes.
At the Starbucks location.
Mm-hmm.
All blue links. You could click on them. You could find out where everything was.
Yep.
Starbucks sent me a request asking me to rate my experience at Starbucks, and I was so angry. I was
I get
so
that
upset.
all the time.
Francis, I hate that. I hate it so much.
Maybe it's because they know you're famous.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, no, because I ordered my drink, remember, and then they just didn't make it. They just forgot I had it. Like I paid
Wait,
for
what
it.
was your name again?
It was Sarah. And
Sarah,
then this
yeah.
big, like, 6'5" tall guy behind me. He's like, I'm Sarah. Takes the drink and leaves. And I was like, $5 says that guy had no idea what was going on. Saw a drink and just took it and left.
Just everyone wanted pumpkin spice that day. I don't know what.
The second drink, same drink that I ordered as the first one, the name on it again was Sarah, for an actual Sarah that was there waiting for her drink. So I just never got my drink until I had to go and I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry, I never got my drink. And the girl, by the way, saw this whole thing, was laughing and laughing and
You
laughing.
should have pulled a full Chad on there.
I should have gone full Chad. I'm like, my father owns the Starbucks.
Yes.
We were doing like really white girl voices the entire time we were there too, because we were just so bored. We were like waiting in line and we were just tearing apart the menu, just in our little like white girl, like our complaining nasally white girl voices. And I think we did one at the end too, by the way. And I was like, finally. I was just like really
Yes.
like, and then my white girl name just became Sarah from then on out. And that's how it's always gonna be now. Every time I get a drink at Starbucks, I'm gonna make.
But
it
like
to
you
Sarah.
look like a Sarah.
You think I look like a Sarah?
Yeah, you do definitely.
Like if I was a woman, I'd be Sarah.
Yeah.
Well, what would my name be if I was a guy?
Not Nick. No, I'm kidding.
Not Nick. Your parents made a mistake, a grave mistake.
Amelia, has Nick ever told you about his wrists?
Don't even start about my wrists. Someone brought that up to me yesterday.
Yeah, but
Is this gonna get in depth, like about cutting yourself or something?
No, no. Whoa!
I was like,
It's
turned
easy.
really dark. Like
Easy.
what?
No, so in one of the previous podcasts, like episode 3, I want to say.
it's just
One of the podcast
Okay.
episodes. I was talking about how I can't wear a watch because my wrists are really thin. You see that? Very thin.
No, that's not.
But no, I'm
that's
getting
not
there.
what
I'm
you
getting
came up
there.
with.
I'm getting there. And I just have like really shitty little wrists. And I can't wear a watch. And I can never wear a watch because it looks like big and like bulky. And I just don't like it. And for some reason people latch onto that. Like,
But that's like sunglasses. You gotta get the one that matches your wrist.
but I can't be bothered. Watches are too expensive. I don't want to. Look, I have the time on my
How
phone.
did you even notice that in the first place?
Because when I was like,
my wrists are small. Like what?
I got a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, I can't own a watch. My wrists they're just not meant for a watch.
I went to buy a watch and the lady's like, yeah, you can't. You're not going to pull it off. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you got spaghetti wrists. You got small wrists. You're not going to pull it off. I was like, I could pull it off. And I bought the watch and sure enough, like a week later, I was like, this sucks. Plus, here's the thing. I have the time on my phone whenever. Totally accurate. I don't have to wind up my phone. I don't got to take care of my phone. It's there. It's right there all the time.
So why buy a watch if you have a phone, right?
It's style. But like I don't need one, so I'm not going to
style.
go and find one now. It's like there's no point. It doesn't look good on me. It's not going to serve any functionality.
So
I'm not
you
gonna
would
buy
buy a watch if it looked good on you?
it. Yes, absolutely.
Even though you have the time on your phone?
Absolutely, I would.
So, and I can't buy a movie even if I have Netflix.
Yes, because it's just such a waste. Watches don't take up a bunch of space.
You just said.
I can't. There's a difference. There's a difference. You don't wear a DVD. You're not gonna go to a party and be like,
No, you
should
watch
I
it to
wear
appreciate
should I
it.
wear Land Before Time or should I fucking wear God damn it, should I wear like the fucking
No, but
the
people
first Nightmare
come
on Elm
over.
Street movie? I don't know.
People can come over and you want to watch a horror movie with them, and you're like, hey, instead of looking for 10 minutes for the stream, let's just pop in the DVD or the Blu-ray.
Yeah, let me
have a
plug in
good
my
old time,
DVD
Make some
player.
popcorn, and we're good. We
What
saved
did you
10
plug-
minutes.
Oh, the microphone got a little
Yeah.
in our rant. Here's the thing: you first have to own a DVD player. Right off the bat, that's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Secondly, you have to buy the movie when you can just have it for free. You can just buy them. You can just
Listen,
have it for free.
there's something fun in watching a movie and buying the movie and going to the store. I'm sad that HMV's gone, okay?
I'm not. Oh, we had this conversation too, eh? About like HMV is closing down in downtown Montreal.
Oh yeah.
And I say it's because they're still selling DVDs, and that's stupid. You should sell like just memorabilia and like items that go with movies, which they did, but they didn't like stick with it. They sold like a lot of DVDs, like records,
Well,
CDs.
still sells DVD, and they're doing DVDs, and they seem to be doing all right.
Oh, what else do they sell though? Is
What?
that all they sell? Is it just DVDs?
No, but HMV wouldn't just sell DVDs.
Well, I know, but it's like no one's listening to CDs and DVDs and everything. They're going there for like the merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mainly.
And even the merch is like too expensive because they don't have a lot of it.
Listen, it saddens me.
I'm sure it does because you're the only person. They're like, oh, here comes Frank. He's gonna buy a DVD. He's gonna do it, and we'll see him next year. You single-handedly sustained it at HMV for the longest time.
You know, there was one in Granby at some point, and I think I was the only guy who went on a like
Probably,
regular basis.
yeah.
And they lasted 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, like, how much
And-
money are you gonna make off of like $2 DVDs? Because you can't charge. How much do you buy? How much is a DVD?
It depends. I like to look for the bargains.
Shocking.
Like you get the 2 for 15, or the 3 for 30, or the 2 for 20,
Yeah.
and then those are nice.
Yeah, those are
and then
nice.
sometimes if and I'm not gonna pay $25 for a movie.
For one right.
That's just outrageous. But
Well, that's it. You're not gonna make like a huge profit when you're unloading 3 of something for $30 that they're never gonna have to buy again.
and I mean, if you just wait a year, that movie will be $5 or $10
Exactly.
anyway.
And then you spend $5 and you never go back for that movie because you don't need it anymore. You have
Also,
it forever.
another-
It's not a viable thing. It's like
And then you have it for all time. It never leaves you.
Another,
that-
but
but that
another
from a-
thing about that is what I hate about DVDs is that it gets scratched.
Yeah, there you
Something
go.
happens and
Maria,
it just,
I hate to break it to you, but you gotta be careful with your DVDs. You
I
gotta put
am,
them
but
back.
like, it just happens over time. Things just fall
Yeah.
apart.
wow. Just
People-
about the DVDs?
Things
Like,
fall apart like people.
oh my god. Like my marriage. You're just like really sad all of
And
a sudden.
everything
Listen,
else.
listen.
Here's
If
one
people
of those
can
things.
hold on to nitrate film for over 100 years, I think you guys can hold on to DVDs.
But like, you watch the DVD once or twice, you're like, that was a good movie. And it just falls into obscurity. What happens if you lose it? What happens if you're moving and your DVD gets broken? Then
No,
what?
What do you mean? I'm careful. I'm careful with my DVDs.
Not everyone is that careful with DVDs because they don't matter anymore. They don't matter. They don't matter. That's all it is.
Aw.
They don't matter, Princess.
I think you have a serious
It's
problem.
not a good business, and that's why it's closed down. You buy it once for $10 and then never again. That's like if you went to an ice cream store, but you can only get one cone of ice cream one time there and never go back. How long would that ice cream store last?
Something about you right now, and your argument is just like.
Yeah, because it makes sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
It
Look, I
does.
have the movies, and I'm happy. This is, you know what?
Yeah, I'm not saying
If-
it's a bad thing.
I
If
don't-
you like them, they're fine. It's fine.
Thank you.
I never
You couldn't
said it
just
wasn't
stop
fine
that
if you
at
like
there?
them. But I'm just saying, as a business, that's why it didn't work anymore. It used to.
Oh, granted, for sure, you can't just sell DVDs anymore.
Yeah,
But I'm still saddened by the fact that they're gone.
you can probably find like
And people
a DVD
are
store.
kind of anyway. They closed. What's it called? La Boîte Noire. No one would go there. Well, no. I don't want to make generalizations.
Wow.
But if it closed down, it's probably for a reason.
Yeah.
And then within 2 days, the store's just empty because everybody just wanted a DVD. Just no. I don't go shop for one DVD at a time, Nick.
You go for the.
I guess it
bargain,
depends on the
big
financial-
stack of
The
them.
stack, yeah.
I think it's like
I once spent like $50 just on.
Do you have like,
Like
your
once.
eye on like that certain like movie and you just go for it, or
Well,
like
that-
you just find like $3 movie, holy shit,
No,
you
no,
just
no.
buy it?
No, well, if it's usually sometimes I have a movie that I really want to buy,
Okay,
and when I see it, I'm like, thank God, and I just take it.
okay.
But sometimes, like last time I went to go buy a movie, I didn't have any ideas, and that's dangerous. Because you can wind
That's
up with
dangerous.
anything and a lot of things all at once.
Mhm.
So I'm here for an hour shopping. I was only supposed to be here for 10 minutes, and I've got 5 DVDs, and I have to make a choice.
That literally sounds like me shopping like all the time.
for
Just,
anything.
like for anything.
For anything. ever.
Everything.
Was it you who was like, we went to go get me sunglasses, right? I got them, bought them, left, and you're like, wow, that was like 5 minutes. It's like really amazed.
It's awesome when you know what you want. When you don't,
Yeah.
like I went shopping for shoes last time. I didn't really know what I was wanting to get.
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, it's tough when you go and you're like, I know I want,
I want
This.
Yeah, but
and then you're,
you need to know precisely what you want.
yeah. And that's what I do before I go.
But
So
see,
I don't like to-
DVDs, I could spend hours looking like, oh, this
Well,
is a classic.
Yeah, and that's like a guilty pleasure, I guess. It's just like, people do that with books though.
Yeah.
People will go into a bookstore and spend like 2 hours there. It's just like, I love these books. And then they buy like 2. Because books are expensive and still viable. People are still making books.
What are you saying?
I'm saying people aren't making as many DVDs. What are you talking about?
Well, people are making DVDs. They're just switching it to 4K, Ultra HD, all that stuff. It's just a different DVD. It's a disc.
Do you think? Okay, so because your TV is like it's older. It's an older TV.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the capacity to run 4K. Are you gonna go out and buy a new TV?
No.
Well,
I think 4K is stupid. You won't. I won't
so?
go buy a 4K TV just because the movie's in 4K.
Hold on a second.
It's ridiculous.
Maria, you've seen something in 4K, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Actually, explain that. I have no idea what 4K
is just resolution.
It's just good, really good resolution. You know when you're on YouTube and it have like the 720, the 360, the 120, the 1028 or something?
1080.
1080, yeah.
That's all like the resolution, like the pixels and everything, right? I mean, I'm not film guy. I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's resolution. It doesn't come
it's
down.
the amount of like pixels in the.
But I was watching a video this one time, and this guy was talking about how it says we're shooting 4K, but technically it's 2K that's being shot because for the color science of everything just kind of like downgrade to 2K, so it's not really true 4K.
Okay.
So to get 4K, you would need 8K. I'm not exactly sure. I don't exactly remember what it was, but it was something along those lines.
Why advertise 4K if you're only getting 2K? 2K is still pretty impressive.
It makes money. That's all it is.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, you need 8K
people are buying
to
the
get 4K.
curved TV for. I don't give a shit.
The ones that are like half a cone. You know what I mean? Like half a cylinder.
Oh my god. Why?
So you can watch like in 4K. 4K.
Because 4K?
4K, yeah. My favorite is like people who buy like 8 monitors for their computer.
Oh my god.
Well, they have like
sometimes
a
you
huge...
need 8 monitors.
Sure, but it's just like, it's all one screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if they're playing a game or something, like PC stuff. Was never like big on PC gaming, but I think I want to get
have
into
just
it.
2 TVs in your living room?
All right. Well, I mean, let's not point fingers. Okay, so one of them is a 4K TV, and the other is just my TV. It's just like a normal, nothing special about it. It's just flat screen.
If ever you want to get rid of it, this one's got to go.
I don't want that TV.
No, just sell it to me.
I'm not gonna sell you my TV.
Why not?
I'm not because I like my TV.
You got 2 in there.
I've got 3 technically. I've got one for my room, like a small one, and then I've got one for the living room. And then the small one I have my Apple TV plugged in, which Apple TV. It's so broken. It's so old and broken, and it just does not work anymore. And there's supposedly there's an updated version to it.
Okay.
I'm not spending $150 on a new version. It's not happening. I've accepted it doesn't work and it just sits there collecting dust now.
Guys, I don't even use a TV.
What do you? Yeah, you just go on your laptop, eh?
Yeah, my laptop's like my life.
It's my life.
Literally.
What happened to it again?
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell this story?
Oh man.
Do you want to tell this quick little story
Oh man.
about Maria's best summer ever?
Oh god, guys, I had like a really shit summer. How do I even start this? I worked like 14 hours every day the entire summer, and then the one day I had off, I got all my shit stolen, so end the story.
I mean, I shouldn't be laughing at that, but it's just...
No, I'm laughing at like my own misery.
Awesome. And now people are laughing too. There you go. You have a lot of people laughing with you. Not at you, with you. There's a big difference. It's just, you were gone for like 20 minutes.
Yep.
From your house.
Yep.
20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
She left. What was it?
True
you
story.
tell it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, no, like I left 20 minutes. My mom like dropped me off at the mall, and then like 5 minutes later, she's like, "Hey, come to the house now. We got like all our shit stolen." I'm like, "What?" So
20 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes at 3 p.m. broad daylight. Like
Is that
everything,
insane?
everything.
Is that not nuts?
Yeah.
20 minutes in broad daylight. Someone walked
Jewelry,
in.
all the laptops, every electronic we had, like just
Oh my
buy.
God,
That was
that's
it.
awful.
Yeah.
In broad daylight too?
Yep, broad daylight, like sunny and everything. Yeah.
You think it's someone you know?
Someone stalked us. For
For
sure. For sure.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they
that's-
knew, like they timed this. They were like, "Oh, they're gone. Like, let's go in now." And like,
Probably your neighbors.
you
That should
imagine?
have been the first people you checked out. And you're like, who's got my shit? Who's got my stuff?
Yeah, no, like cops came in, looked for prints and everything. They found nothing, and
Gross.
just it was bad. Then like after that, I went to Virginia Beach, and when I came back, my brother calls me. He's like, "Are you in Canada?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just got to Canada like 5 minutes ago." He's like, "Yeah, you should probably come home. Like your basement's flooded." I'm like, enemy.
There was.
So it was so much.
So
I
much
just
stuff.
can't. No, I can't. I was like, no, I'm done. This is it.
Just start crying.
Just like that's why the basement got flooded. She was crying in the basement at all her
My
misfortune.
tears flooded the floor,
They
like
flooded it.
everything. Yeah, no. So I had a flood, and then after that, I had to deal with that. And then after I had to shut the water in the house, just, in case. And then, I went shopping with my brother, and we got the food. We came back, and the oven broke.
Like, there's someone living in your house messing with all the stuff in your house. You know that, right? There's a ghost in there,
yeah,
like a spirit.
I was done.
Spooky.
At that moment, I was like, all right, what is it? Who did I bother? Whose life did I mess up to, deserve this? Like, what happened? Like, all of this happened in a week. All of it.
Yeah, that was all in the span of a week, eh? And
All of
then
it.
your trip in Virginia Beach wasn't that much better either.
No.
So do you have PTSD? That's why you came in and you asked me
Yes.
about my
That's why I was
stuff
like,
is
what
broken?
if your stuff will burn down? Like, for me, it's like, I always think of, the worst situation after, what happened. I'm like, no. Like, what if? What if? Because that if, happened to me in the span of a week. So, hey. But yeah, no, I went
hysterical laugh.
I don't know how to cope with this. Ha ha ha.
Literally. But when I went to Virginia Beach, I went with my boyfriend, and so we go there, whatever, everything's great, and then one day he just we went up in our hotel room, he just started crying, and I'm like, what the heck, And then he's like, Maria, I'm in a lot of pain. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I think I dislocated something. I'm like, what the shit, man? And then, he's like,
way to ruin our vacation, asshole. God.
And I'm like, oh, shit, how bad? He's like, we need to go to the ER. So it's 2 a.m. We went to the ER and did all these scans and everything. And then he ended up needing a cushion, a special cushion for him to drive.
Call it what it was.
The donut.
He needed the donut.
Yeah, the donut.
He needed the hemorrhoids
Yeah.
donut.
Yeah, so that happened. Then the next day I go to the pharmacy, I get the donut, but then when I take it out of the packaging, it says, oh, it needs 24 hours to blow up to its size, and I'm like, we need to go now. So he drove 5 hours without the freaking cushion, and he died.
And then I walked back here, and then my house was destroyed.
And then so then after that we left Washington because we stopped at Washington, and then my God, so much happened. So we drive another 12 hours, but during those 12 hours, we ran over roadkill, and the car slid. But it's okay, we were fine after. But then we wanted to pass the car in front of us, so we're like, oh, screw this guy. So we passed the guy, and then the cop stopped us.
I know, dude, it doesn't get better, by the way. There's no and it all amounted to us winning $1 million. Does not happen.
No.
Spoiler
There's no
warning.
happy ending, just, I'm alive, I guess that's the happy ending.
She's still suffering.
That sounds like
Existence
National
is suffering.
Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Even
Yeah.
something about the cab driver. That was my
No,
favorite part.
Yeah, I'll go back to that. That was in Virginia. But yeah, so the cops goes up to my boyfriend. He's like, do you know how fast you were going? And my boyfriend's like, actually, I don't. And the sassiest voice, I'm like, are you serious right now? He's gonna give us a ticket just because of your sass. Why?
Sass tax.
But it's okay. We didn't get a ticket. He was like, I'll let you off with a warning. We're like, okay. God. But then when I crossed the border 5 minutes after, my brother's like, yeah, our basement got flooded. I'm like, why?
What did bad things happen to me?
She looked up at the mic and just
Why?
please,
She wasn't
microphone.
talking to the mic. She was talking to God at that point. Just above the mic.
Oh man, but going back to the story I told you, Nick. Yeah, so when we left the ER, so my boyfriend was out of it. He was on morphine. They gave him morphine because he was in a lot of pain, and we're waiting for this cab driver, and doesn't show up. Then I go to another entrance because it might be there. So we found him, and he's there. He's sleeping. Windows open, his stomach is out, and his mouth is open. There's flies in the car.
That's the cab driver.
Yeah, the
Okay.
cab driver, and he has a dirty towel in his hand. I don't know. He's like, it's a mess, and I'm like, hello, and then I knock on the window. I'm like, hello, and for 10 minutes I was like, hello, and he just woke up. He's like, you Maria? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I've been waiting here for 20 minutes. Where you been? And I'm like, I've been knocking on your damn window.
15 of those minutes is me trying to wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I like
then-
how he was mad at you, by the way.
Oh my god, it was bad. So like, yeah, so I get in the cab and I was like, oh, can you get my boyfriend at the other end? She's like, what the hell your boyfriend doing there? And I'm like, it's an ER, man. Like, really, you're gonna question, like, whatever. So we get in the cab. He's like, okay, like, I give him the address, everything's good. And then we get to the intersection. Is it left or right? I'm like, I gave you the address.
You have all the tools at your disposal.
Like, why?
You tell me.
Right? So anyways, he gets there. He's like, all right, you at the Hampton Inn. We look at the hotel, and we're like, this isn't our hotel. Like, we're not at the right place. Like, it's Hampton Inn, but not the right Hampton Inn. So we're like, it's not the right place. He's like, what? And they like just didn't understand. We're like, it's not the right place. So we gave like another direction. We went by like memory at this point. And he's like, all right. And he does like a U-turn on the freaking sidewalk. Everyone's honking at this guy. I'm just like, why?
What? He said too, he was watching YouTube videos in the car. Like, he had his phone propped up on the dash watching YouTube videos.
Like, he just does the U-turn and he starts driving. He has 3 phones. One phone's like for calling people. The other phone's the GPS. And then he has a third phone like on the dash. And then next thing we know, he puts YouTube. Like, he watches videos. Like, he's driving and he's watching videos at the same time. And I'm just like...
He's just like, if I die tonight, it's probably fine. Like, he's just like, don't worry about it. Like, he was totally ready to just be run off the road.
I could just visualize myself in another car looking at that cab driver just driving by and seeing Maria's blank face just like...
That's the situation, yeah.
Face of death, just like, get me out of here.
That's the situation. You look over to the next car and go, yeah, they're dead. They're leaving the hospital probably just to go back in like a minute.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, we eventually got to the hotel and like, yeah.
$1,300 later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cash up front.
It's just bad. So that was like a sum up of my summer. Like,
my favorite thing about that story is the cab driver, because there's nothing worse than like private transit or whatever, like Uber or something like that, and you're sketched out, but you don't know why, and then they do something that you're just totally like arms against the back seat. You're like, what is this?
Yeah, but we're in the States. Like, there's no like, like just take us off here. Like, no, I have no idea where the hell I am. Like,
I'm surprised you're still alive. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You should be in the trunk of a cab right now. Like,
right? I don't.
Being driven off a cliff or something. I don't know.
An hour later, what you doing there? I've been waiting for an hour.
Yeah, exactly. It's just in the trunk of the car. I had an experience like that where it's like I got in an Uber. I was way out in the middle of nowhere, and you know, all the trains were closed and everything. Because it was I had to get there by train. It was like I can't even remember where it was. So I got in the Uber, and the GPS is just a straight shot down the auto route, just a straight shot to where I need to go.
Okay.
No reason to turn. Guy takes a random left turn.
Oh no.
And picks up his speed by like 20 kilometers.
Nope, that's it. It's the end.
I was like, and I'm dead. I was like, what you doing there, bud? He's like, oh, I turned, right? No. So all he needed to do, to do was bang out a Yui and go right back. We spent 20 minutes going around, you know, the little like the go around intersection there. What is it called?
A roundabout?
Roundabout. We're going around the roundabout 20 minutes.
The roundabout.
The roundabout. Where I was like, he's waiting for someone. I'm gonna be killed. I'm an absolute dead right now.
It's one or two reasons. It's either he wants more money or you're dead.
Or I'm an idiot. Yeah. He didn't charge me more money, so I'm gonna die soon. I'm gonna be assaulted.
So he was just stupid?
I guess. He's like, it's my first day on the job. I was like, how do you mess up going straight? How do you stop?
Dude, you should be careful. You're gonna scare people like that.
I was like, that's really weird. Yeah. I was like, what's your full name? Just asking for a friend. What's your license plate? I just need, it's part of a hobby of mine. Collect license plate numbers. Information. So that's why I don't do Uber outside of the city. It's too weird. I don't like it.
Where were you?
I don't remember. I know I had to take a train to get there.
Know. He was drugged like the whole way through it.
He like spritzed something right in my face immediately. I was like, well, I'm gone. I don't remember. I remember it was like 3 months ago. So I was out like visiting a friend, and I can't remember. I don't remember what it was. It was like Saint something, or like it started with a B or something. It was way in the middle of nowhere.
Saint, that's like 95%.
I just told you I am trying to help. All right.
Okay, North Shore or South Shore? Like north of Montreal or south of Montreal?
It was like east. It was like way out east.
Oh. Okay, no, you lost me there.
Yeah, it's like I can't. There's nothing I can do there. So I was.
So what? Why were you there?
So a friend of mine, she moved back in with her parents.
In?
I don't remember where. Get out of here. Get out of my. You know what? I don't need this. So I was like, do you want to hang out sometimes? Like, yeah, but I live here now. Well, it's a 30-minute train ride. I don't care. So we went out, we hung out, and then it was like midnight because I went there for like 8 p.m. I was like, oh, can I even get a train? Actually, they're all closed. So I got the Uber.
Why didn't you just sleep there?
Because I don't know her parents. I just know her from like college, from when I was in college. And I was just like, oh, okay. Damn it.
How much did it cost you for the Uber?
It was like $20. They just drove me to like the like Longueuil, which again, straight shot, just one straight drive. Straight drive. That's it. And he messed it up, and I got kidnapped. And this isn't me right now. It's a weird synthetic clone. Beep boop boop boop. As I imagine how it would be.
That's how you die.
That's how I die. Yeah, I would have meant like getting my organs scooped out, and there's an exoskeleton there.
Wait, I have a story about that.
What?
I'm
Organs?
sorry. Yeah.
Organs.
Yeah, like.
How do you get? Wait.
It's because I thought about the story when Maria was talking about unresolved crimes or whatever it was. Like well,
What?
when you
Unresolved
What?
crime. Did they find the guy who robbed you?
Yeah, exactly.
No, they did.
Unresolved.
Like that's it's
unresolved, and then you're talking about opening up somebody.
Okay.
So here's.
Is this a mashup of both? I'm scared.
Yes, literally.
Shit.
There's I guess this is pretty well known throughout and I guess history, but 20th century. But in the 40s, there's an actress, and have you guys seen the movie The Black Dahlia?
Is it on DVD? Because then no.
It's not on Netflix, I can tell you that much.
Double now.
Shots fired.
But it's about this actress who, back in the 40s, was starting out. She's like 22 years old. She was starting to be a big time actress, and then they found her body dead. And
Well, I mean, you could have just said they found her body.
Yeah.
They
Well,
found her body
her
dead.
she could be
Found her body, but oh, thank God she was asleep.
Yeah, well, they found her corpse. She was slit in half.
Was the corpse dead?
The corpse was not only dead; it was slit in half. I'm gonna show you a picture.
No.
Don't show me a picture.
no.
Here, wait. I don't know who's gonna be editing this. It could be
Yeah.
Mary or Mikhail.
You should
Either or.
This
Put
is
up a
very-
picture of this dead actress.
This is very graphic.
Yeah. So
I mean,
trigger warning.
Is it in black and white? Like.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This is
okay.
19
it's vintage. It's okay. It's
Nice.
This is
hipster.
1940s.
Let me see.
This is an actual picture, by the way. And
Okay,
I'm
you ready?
I'm
Temper yours.
stressing
It's
this.
okay. It's good. You're good.
So this is how they found her.
Oh, yeah, she's right in half, and there's a guy with no head. You
doesn't
omitted
even
that part.
look real. It looks like a mannequin. How does?
What do you mean? There's a guy with no head?
Who's that? Oh, he does have a
Probably
head.
a detective.
He just has like a slick back
Who's
head.
the guy with no head?
I thought he had no head. I was like, you didn't notice. You didn't
Like,
mention that guy.
He's
Just
a little
look at,
too close to the corpse. Like why?
There's another
Interesting.
picture. Well,
Almost
probably,
like he's trying to do his job.
probably a detective. Like they did.
Ooh.
Nope.
Brutal.
Nope, I'm done.
Apparently, the murder is kind of like carved out, like
Oh.
the edge of her lips to give her like a permanent smile.
Eh.
Okay.
Eh.
Okay.
It was an unresolved
so gross.
for such time.
Don't put that up. I changed my mind.
We shouldn't put it up.
I don't know. Should we?
Well, I mean, just
It's
look
in
up the
black
Black
and
Dahlia.
white. Okay, it's in black and white. It's not too
Black
bad.
D and then Dahlia Dahlia.
One more time.
Dahlia.
Okay, so you can look that up in your own time. We're not gonna put a picture
Yeah,
up
no,
because that's
it-
too.
it is pretty
It's
graphic.
pretty graphic.
There are movies that have been made, but this is an unresolved crime. So I just felt
Yeah.
like sharing that. I learned about that yesterday. And I thought that was crazy.
I found out who like Jack the Ripper was. Which was
No, I
funny.
don't think so.
It was like two college kids who figured it out. Apparently this time it's absolutely definitive.
Oh,
Even though the
yeah.
last 9 times were absolutely definitive. I'm just waiting for someone to prove it wrong. Someone's gonna be like, that's not, you're wrong. It's
I
gonna
don't know
happen.
who Jack the Ripper is, though.
No, they
never
figured it out like a year ago.
Did they?
It was big news, yeah. It was like 2 college kids were doing like a forensic project for their university or whatever. I don't remember the exact story. I could look it up, but I could figure it out next
Because I
time.
read about it last year, and it didn't seem to be heading anywhere specific.
They figured it out. How did they do it? It was like a mixture of like a lot of like time and place stuff, and it was just some nobody.
Oh, so a time machine.
Yeah, they had a time machine.
Okay.
They went back in time, and they became Jack the Ripper, so they could just say that we'd figured it out. Yeah, a little time paradox there. What a great way to make history, right? That sounds like a really bad, like fan fiction or something. Like someone goes back in time to stop a mass murderer, and then it turns out they're the mass murderer. It's like dun dun. I'm like, all right, okay. I hate stuff like that. I hate it so much.
Oh yeah.
There was, on Reddit, there's something called writing prompts, and they just give you an idea, and they let someone write it, and then there's one where so many people go back in time to kill Hitler before he becomes, like, this big dictator, and then one guy goes back in time to teach him how to paint, and it's Bob Ross. And so Bob Ross teaches Hitler to paint properly, and that's
he
what they
saves
have
everybody.
World War II. And that's the number 1, by the way, and I think that's so stupid. It's so dumb.
There
like,
were a lot of like attempts on Hitler's life. A lot.
that blows my mind. You telling me there's a lot of attempts on the guy World War II?
No, before World War II.
Oh, just cause?
Well, I mean, he was rising in power, and people were like, he's dangerous.
And they really hated his paintings.
And like, if you read some of the stories, they're just like such a near miss. It's unbelievable.
Wow, a little conspiracy theory maybe. I'm just saying.
It could
The
be
moon
conspiracy.
landings, fake. Vaccines, autism, it's all connected. The Earth is flat, so...
Let's not open this can.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, the Earth...
No, Nick.
How round
Nick,
could it possibly be?
Nick, no.
Oh boy, here we
Here,
go.
I'm just trying... Look.
No, look. There's no good way to get out of this, so let's stop it right
I mean, have you ever seen the sun and the moon in the same place at the same time? They're the same, Francis. Wake up. Wake up, Canada. Wake up, people. The government is pulling the wool over your eyes. You sheep. You sheeple.
It's because some people actually believe that, Nick. Please.
I know. And that's what makes it funny. It's the flat Earth. What does that mean?
There are more people than you think that believe these things. I guess we should like.
I believe there's a lot of
get
people
to
who believe these things.
Which is sad. So.
Which is stupid. It's so dumb. Why? You have the right to your opinion. Go for it. But I think it's dumb.
I read something somewhere like there's a difference between opinion and fact, and sometimes opinions shouldn't be respected. There is such a thing as fact out there.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's like, remember that guy who went to the moon? It's fake. Not real.
Well,
what about all those other guys who went to the moon?
The whole
Fake.
thing on the moon, like, I'm not saying it's
Or the
fake.
flag is blowing the wrong way or
I'm saying
something.
that could be, if like out of all the conspiracy theories, that seems like a very plausible one.
Yeah, because it's got like a grounded like.
Yeah, because like it's the race between the USSR and.
They tried to bankrupt Russia with it or something.
That I would truly believe could have happened. I'm not saying it
But
did.
then, if that was the point, if the whole point of it was to bankrupt Russia in the Cold War, why are we so clinging to it then? Why haven't they just gone out and be like, okay, yeah, the moon landings were fake because we wanted to bankrupt their enemy?
Well, because that generation of people is still alive that were there when it happened. Well, a lot of
Who
the
cares?
people who were alive.
What are they gonna do? Gear up and take to the streets about it? Like,
Look,
they're like 90.
You're
No one's.
don't want to get political. Look,
It's too late.
it's like saying
It's already here.
we're gonna take, because if they do this, first of all the conspiracy theorists
Oh, they're gonna go.
will be like, see, we told you, we were right, and then shit will just.
And
hit
then
the fan.
and then they'll push us off the
And
flat
then
Earth.
and then
Right off the
you
edge.
make
The flat.
like as the government you lose all credibility. In 100, 200, 300 years, maybe they'll come clean.
They declassified a lot of stuff from like the 60s and everything.
Like what?
MK Ultra was a big one. The one where they use LSD in hopes of trying to make mind control a thing. And that was a big problem. They like spritzed like LSD mist, I think, over almost an entire town. That was declassified. So why not just declassify if the moon landings were fake?
Yeah, but
why not just be like,
this
"There
is
we
a
did it."
whole this is an ideology war too.
Oh, okay. You're saying just
Like it's much bigger.
can't
than
let
just,
the crazies win.
What?
Can't let the crazies win.
No. I'm talking that like it was during the Cold War. There's an ideology involved. It's like saying, I'd be like if I was them and if there is, anyway, why are we talking about this?
I don't even know how we got into this whole thing.
No, we might want to edit that part out.
No, it's good. We'll keep it. I think people need to know that the Earth is flat.
Have
and
you
the
seen
landings were
Have
real
you
fake.
seen The Shining?
Oh dear.
The Shining?
The Shining has a lot of theories to it, which that is interesting to watch.
Do you think The Shining was about the moon landings?
Some people are saying so. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's a real thing?
And when watch the documentary Room 237, there's a whole bunch of things, and when they point it out, you're like, that's weird. That's pretty. Like there's more than that theory. There are a lot more theories within that movie. Well, you know the guy who made it, Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
Once specifically ordered a lens from NASA.
NASA.
Yeah.
What does that stand for? What's NASA stand for again?
I don't know.
Oh
Something
boy.
Space
NASA.
Alliance.
I don't know.
National.
Anyway, he had a lens specifically made from NASA,
Go
so
on.
he could shoot one of his scene in his films. Filmmaker.
So?
Well, you wonder how close he was to NASA if you can just order a lens for a movie.
Why wasn't?
It was made specifically for that scene by NASA.
Didn't they have more funding back then? Couldn't they just blow
I
it
don't
on
know. It
whatever
could
they
have
wanted?
been. I'm just saying.
Or were they?
It seems uncommon.
So I mean,
look, just read into it.
I'm
not
just
gonna,
read
I'm not
into
gonna
it.
do that jump.
Sounds awfully conspiracy of you there. Just read into it more.
Maria's just sitting there like, please, I don't want to get into it.
Oh no.
She's shaking back and forth like, no.
You think they got Stanley Kubrick
Just
from the
sipping my
moon?
tea like
Not about it. There was so the microphone keeps like shifting around. Oh my god, it's so precarious. There's nothing worse than a precarious microphone.
What do you mean? It's just holding on to it. Like, It's literally a shoe just
It's just literally. Here's how we do things.
It's just like
It's like,
Wait,
what?
what?
If you thought for an
Am I
instant it was gonna
seeing
be.
this?
Please.
Yeah. What? Like, what's going on here? My favorite thing is just like when you see something and you do an involuntary double take, because it's just like it's not ridiculous at all, but you think you see something or you think you see someone. I've done that probably 2 or 3 times this
so
week.
like deja vu, kind of.
Yeah, and like I don't know if you've ever.
That's a weird concept.
I don't know if you've ever
deja
seen
vu.
something though like normal, and you're just like, huh?
Have I
what?
ever seen something normal?
It's
Every
just
day.
like, what's happened?
Every
yeah.
day.
Okay, you know what? Well, there, told you.
That's my bad.
Told
I
ya.
moved the chair.
I mean, deja vu, isn't that just you're having like a miniature seizure? Your mind files
What?
a short-term memory. Here's what it is. Your mind
Actually,
has.
Google it just to be
I'm
accurate.
yeah, sure. But I believe what it was the mind has. Here, hold on. I'm gonna do this.
It's like you've done this before. That's like
Yeah.
what a deja vu is.
Your mind files a short-term memory in the place where long-term memories are supposed to be, and that's why you're like, I've done this before, because you remember it as a long-term memory, something that's already happened. That's what I believe it was.
You gotta love the brain. You gotta love it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's weird that the brain named itself?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could get really meta.
Oh my
about this,
god!
but,
I was like, that took like a few seconds. I was like, what does what?
Just like brain?
I was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, they're right.
All right. Oh my God. I typed in.
Our brain is studying our brain. When you think about it.
Shit.
Ooh, getting a little intense on this podcast. Okay, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna figure out what deja vu is. Hey,
No? Okay.
can't read under pressure.
Can't read under pressure.
Can't read under pressure. Oh, okay. So it's. Yeah. So it's apparently when it's a subset of epilepsy. So it's like you're having a minor seizure, and then your brain misplaces a short-term memory to a long-term.
Is that what it
compartment
says
of
on there?
hippocampus. Yes.
Okay, I thought you were just re-saying, just validating whatever.
Look, I'm
Stuff
right.
you
This
said.
shouldn't be news to anybody that I'm right yet again. So
Oh, Nick.
I'm just trying. I'm just putting
I'm
it
not
out
gonna
there.
bring back some things that you've said in the past.
Frozen
We've
food.
already,
Frozen.
We've
from
already
Frozen?
encountered that
Yeah?
in the last
No,
podcast.
it's been 3 straight where I was hoping we could not do it. You know, it's almost been a year, and I was listening to the From Frozen podcast, and we got intense about that. We were like yelling.
Oh yeah.
It was something else.
But we were yelling about the DVDs just before.
Don't even get me started on DVDs.
Okay, but so we haven't done a
Something
podcast
magical about
since February.
something magical about having a reel of film that you plug into a big thing and you project it on a wall. It's just I just love it. Anyway, my reels of film take up 90% of my apartment, and I just love it. It's great. Better than having one laptop to have it all. Sorry, go on.
Okay, first of all, you're gonna.
Here we go.
No. So we haven't done one since February, right?
Yeah, like
So,
February 2nd, I think.
That's what I was thinking about. Is that wonderful snowstorm back in March?
Oh my god.
yeah,
Oh
that's
my
true.
God.
We have to give like 5 minutes to that topic, because I feel like we haven't.
Refresh my memory a little bit, because it's like I kind of remember.
Okay,
but I
so
don't remember
imagine
all
the sky and then snow is falling like it's never fallen before.
It's like in March specifically.
Yeah. In March.
Wow,
It
that's
was
really
the,
cleared
it was
it
the
up for
biggest
me.
snowstorm in like the last.
Imagine
100
just
years.
Nick like slept through the whole thing. He has no idea what the hell we're talking
Yeah, I have
about.
no clue. Most of March, I was just curled up in a ball.
Man, I remember
sleeping.
that. I was like praying for school to be like, not
Cancelled?
to happen. Yeah, because I had like an essay due and I was not done. Like not done. Like a whole page was missing. And I was like, no, please, 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 please. And school was canceled, but like I love, because I go to Concordia, and I love Concordia. Like it canceled it like at like 7:30 a.m. when people are like leaving their houses to go to Concordia, and I'm like, you. Like I got my
I'm
makeup done, I got my stuff like ready and all this shit just for Concordia to be like, no,
Concordia.
stay home.
For sure, they do that on purpose. They're
No,
waiting,
they
and they're
so
like,
did that on
and now.
Yeah.
So that everyone's already there.
No, like I called up like the rest of my team because we were doing a presentation that day, and I was like, come back home, and like half of them were on the bus like struggling and all
Hey,
that.
at least they made it on a bus. I had decided to go to
Yeah.
downtown to meet up with a friend because that was the only day we could.
Yeah.
And it was just
No.
it's a blizzard outside.
Yeah.
And
Was that the one where you waited for the bus for like
yeah, 45 minutes.
40 minutes? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then
I remember.
and I was just at the corner, right in front of my apartment, waiting for the bus 45 minutes. And some lady just keeps walking. She's like, the bus ain't coming. And I'm like,
That's
look.
right. She was in the middle of the street, right?
No,
Or something?
there's another dude. He's like, oh, the bus is coming. First of all, that was the Concordia shuttle, which would not pick me up because it leaves from one campus to the other. It doesn't make any stops.
Yeah.
But the guy, he's there, and then like you can barely see 10 feet in front of you, And then he's just standing in the middle of the road. The bus is coming on. Like, dude, I had to tell the guy, get off the middle of the road. You're gonna get hit.
Yeah. And he was just like not about it.
No, and then that same dude, there's this lady walking her dog. He's like, oh, get that dog away from me. She's like, what? he's like, oh, he's gonna bite me. And the lady's like, what are you talking about?
He's gonna bite me.
She's like, it's a small dog. He's not gonna hurt you. He's like, oh, a dog's a dog. And I'm like,
Whoa.
oh, this dude.
This guy.
This guy maybe has seen things. I
This
don't
guy
know.
has seen. It's like, I remember when that horde of chihuahuas killed my family. This one dog's a dog.
So 45 minutes later, I decided, screw it. I decided to walk to the metro. I didn't decide to go back home or anything.
Yeah, you're like, this
I
is
walked
happening.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
logical thing to do.
Yeah.
Just
I told my friend
be
I'd
the
at
bus.
the bar.
Be the bus. Can I get a T-shirt made of "Be the bus"? No buses
That
around.
would be pretty funny.
Be the bus.
That should be our crew shirts when we.
Honestly, I opened the door. I saw the driveway, my street, the street on the side, and the other streets like not clean. I'm like, no, not today. I closed the door.
I imagine it's like one of those anime moments where they open the door, they see it, and it's like that darkness behind them, and like their eyes are just like white, and just like.
Yep, exactly. That was me.
As the door
I was
closes,
like,
just,
no.
like,
I wasn't
slowly.
having it. I was gonna like tell the prof like no. Like,
No.
like no, not today. But like thank God, just Concordia just like cancel it at the
I was
last
so
minute.
glad. You have
Oh.
no clue.
My God.
Who do you think does the cancellation?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I want that job.
Their only job is to press a button that says no school, and
Yes.
they decide when it happens. They're like, not yet, not yet. 7:30. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Were you in school when we had the bomb threats, or were you?
Yep.
You were
Yep.
there.
Oh,
At,
yeah,
at
can we
the
talk
building.
about that?
At the building. The,
That was
the
that
EV
the-
building.
do we have
It was
time?
my building. Yeah.
Do we have time?
I mean, we could almost
How long has
cut
it-
it into 2 podcasts.
How long
at this
have we
point.
been? We could.
An hour and 1 minute.
Okay, well, we can't be too long though.
Yeah.
An hour and a minute.
Yeah.
Do we want to save this topic for next time?
No, because
Okay.
I was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Cool stuff.
Okay, so we'll bring this.
So
up
what
real
happened? I
quick.
wasn't there. I only saw it on TV.
I was
It's probably
there.
fake.
Okay, I was there for the whole thing.
Did you cry?
Like, no, I didn't
Oh.
cry actually. But I knew something was really wrong when cause they evacuated us. I was having class there. It was the EV building, and
GM
I'm in.
building.
Yeah.
The EV building.
EV building is like where the bomb was. But yeah, so I was in class and then like the alarm rings, but like the alarm was different than the usual alarm, because like the usual alarm is just like, oh, testing, just if it works, everyone leave, come back, but it was a different alarm, and I was like, is something
What
up?
did it sound like?
Like I don't even
Can you
remember.
replicate the sound?
I wish I could. It'd be so
Like,
awesome.
could you describe the sound?
No, it's not a bird or a phone or whatever that is. But yeah, no, I have no idea. But it was like yeah. At first we were like, ugh, like here we go, like missing this. Like we were doing like an actual, because we weren't having class. Like in my program, we were like into teams. So we were discussing like what we're gonna do for our presentation. So it was kind of important what we were talking about. And then yeah, so we had to pick up our stuff and like leave. But then something like there was an announcement saying like everyone needs to like evacuate. Like no one has to be left behind. Like everyone, security, like everyone. So we're like, okay. And then we see like the whole building outside entirely. And they said after, they're like, oh, EV will be closed until like the end of the day, so all classes are canceled. And then that's when we understood like, oh shit, something's up. Like what so like we didn't think anything of it at first, and we went right across the EV building. I don't remember what that building is like next to the bank there, TD. We went right across because we're like, shit, we need to do this teamwork project. And we go there, and then we see on Facebook and like on the Concordia site like bomb threats, and we're like, oh shit. So then we kind of took this seriously. Then I don't know, we got super anxious and we're like, yo, screw this, we're all going home. Like, so we just packed up our stuff. We started heading out because like a lot of people were around, like a lot of security, police, everything. We're like, what if there actually is like a bomb? Like,
Well,
I
you
ain't
have to
staying
treat it as
around.
such.
I ain't
Like-
staying around. I'm getting right out of here.
Yeah, bye.
But then
Bye.
I was watching on TV. I had class only at like 6 p.m. at like in the
no,
hall
that
building.
got canceled.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything got canceled that
Yeah.
day. And then so I wasn't there, so I was like, it's probably a fake,
Nah.
because it usually is.
Yeah, it
Like,
usually
we're-
is.
Like,
It was an
I'm not
actual-
complaining. It's good that they usually are fake, but
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting something huge. And then I was looking on TVA, they were live, everybody's just standing by the windows looking in. I'm like, what are they doing? There's a
Yeah.
bomb threat. You guys are just standing right by the.
I know.
Oh sure, why not? You know.
Hey, if the explosion doesn't kill us, these shards of glass might. Just like, and everyone was looking like this, which is weird, with their necks facing it. I don't know what that was about. That was a little bizarre.
Wait, I have to film it for
The
like
stu-
Snapchat first. Like, wait a minute.
The student debt collector was going around, and he's just like, all right, one of you got to pay off somewhere. One of you is trying to get out of this.
Yeah, so no, we even went like as far as not going to the Guy Concordia station. We went to another like metro station just to avoid it. Like everyone called. My mom was like, "Are you okay?" My brother called, "Are you okay?" Everyone's like freaking out because everyone heard it on the news. And I'm like, "I'm fine." Like literally nothing happened.
Was it just a clock in the end?
Was it what?
Was it just a clock?
What do you mean?
I think it was just I don't know what.
No, actually, okay, I do know what what happened. So it was a threat, like a letter. It was a letter.
Oh yeah, it was
threatening.
a letter. Yeah.
It's threatening. Like they sent it at like some news station saying like, "Hey, like
Hey.
I don't know, yeah, hey."
Hope all is well.
I know it
Dear
like
fellow Concordians.
It has been many moons since we last saw
imagine that. That'd be awesome.
Okay, we
Well,
have
not
some
really,
moons.
but you know.
That'd be awesome. Actually, I'd like to retract my previous statement.
But it was an actual dude that wrote this, like some 40-year-old man. They found him, and
It didn't
yeah, it
take
was
long either.
some. Yeah, I know. That's what's even funnier. Like he probably like just like I don't know. He sent it with his email, like first name, last name, 47, like 1984. Like I don't know.
Joan Smith 47, address at google.com, like 123 Street Avenue at google.com.
The whole thing when that was
Yeah.
happening, that was near. Was it midterms or end of?
Yeah,
semester?
but that's why it happened. Like the guy just wanted to skip his like exam. Apparently,
Aw.
that's literally why it happened. I think he went to prison or something. Like
Good.
that was hilarious.
What an odd way to get out of your exams. Why not just be like, I have a really contagious flu and
Well,
I accidentally went in.
Yesterday,
No,
I was
he
in
was
the hall
just like
building,
no. He was just like screw it. Like let me just do.
You'll
this.
never find me.
and
Did he send it using
No,
a
never
Concordia
find
computer?
me.
Like,
I'll just send this, threatening letter to like
it's just
the
the
media.
kind of stuff that happened, like alarms just go off during midterms. People just need to get out of it.
you just need to leave.
Like yesterday, like I was in the hall building in the morning and we had a fire drill. I didn't know it was a fire drill. I had no idea.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd
and
never
so
seen
we had
fire
to
before.
evacuate, and then I look at Aaron, one of my friends, and I'm like, it's not even midterms yet. Like, why is this going
People are
off
already
now?
breaking down, like trying to start fires. And
It's kind of sad when it's like normal. Like, okay, midterms. We get what's happening.
Are you serious? That's a thing that happens?
I wouldn't be surprised.
You
You?
looked at somebody, you're like,
Yeah, no.
it's midterms.
Maybe
Oh,
the
of
bomb,
course it's a
bomb threat was maybe a bit too
That was
much.
a bit much.
Yeah, but like that guy just wanted, to go out
But
in
the whole
style. I don't
40
know.
years old.
No, because he was like doing a what is it? It was like a master's or a PhD he was doing, and they canceled everything. And I'm like, dude, that wasn't worth it, or maybe it was. I don't know.
This is Masters Indie, no?
No.
Demolitions.
No, it was like an actual demolition. Like I don't know. I forgot. I forgot, but it was kind of worth it. I don't know. It was like
It's kind of.
It's kind of worth it. Couldn't be that smart. The dude couldn't
medicine.
get his master's in that much if he was like he's just writing it outside the dean's office or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna give this to the dean. Big letter, like magazines cut out in the waiting room. Just,
Oh,
here you
man.
go.
But he had like his letter was hateful though towards.
yeah, it was hate. It was a hate letter towards like Muslims, something like that.
I thought that
The
was
community.
Was that not at McGill? There
No.
was like a bomb threat to the Muslim.
No, it's like
Building?
No,
Oh.
the Muslim
The
building.
Muslim. There's like a specific building in there where people that like that faith can go, and it's just a little more. They feel a little more at home. But there was a bomb threat to that building.
I don't.
It was
recall.
from a Muslim
but
guy.
I know we had like an event going on. At
You guys-
Concordia.
All right. Well, actually, we're getting around the time that we got to wrap this
Yeah.
up. So yeah, but before I go, yeah, there was a bomb threat to like the Muslim community at McGill, but it was by a Muslim guy trying to generate hate for Muslim people who are anti-Muslim. So that was that. That's what happened. He failed miserably because they caught him like the next hour. It's ridiculous.
It's a bit stupid. I don't know.
It's a weird way to do things. But however, it's been a good podcast. It's been running for quite a while now, over an hour.
Before we head out, I'd just like to say that it's starting to get quite gray
Yeah,
outside.
It's
I'm
looking
getting
dangerous.
nervous. I'm getting nervous. Like
I'm
I
gonna
need
get-
to get home, guys.
We're gonna get sucked up into a tornado, into a
This is
sharknado.
it. This is the last podcast.
It does not start till 7. So
Yeah, we're good.
You have 2.5 hours.
We're good. It starts now. Like,
It's
and, like
just-
Mother Nature's like, no, screw you guys. Like,
Yeah, screw
I
yourselves.
start now.
Well, hopefully we'll be back for another podcast. Hopefully you'll be back for another podcast. Really
Yeah.
loved having you here. Well, I don't know why that's so funny.
It's just
Yeah, I was like,
she's made a little movement. She's like
Yeah.
kind of thumbs up, but like.
So thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll see you again next time.
See ya.
Bye.